Hi there, it's me, Kimberly from KimberlyGosney.com. Today, our topic for our 2 o'clock chat. Hey, David, welcome. Today, our topic is vampire websites and zombie entrepreneurs. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah. So we're going to go there. And this is totally inspired by a podcast episode that I listened to a few days ago. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Mary. Oh, you have the volume turned off so you can't hear me? That might be good. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, so happy to have you here. You are such a wonderful person to be joining me. I'm so glad to meet a new friendly face. Okay, so I'm finding the episode of what I listened to. It is dun, 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 Paul Jarvis's podcast, Invisible Office Hours. And he's with a dude named Jason. It's the two of them that do this podcast together. And the episode is February 23rd, Vampires and Zombies. So in this podcast, totally it was not about business related things of any nature, but it was just a really fun take behind the scenes on whether they thought that in the battle of vampires and zombies, who would win. And they dished it out in the funniest and most kind of tenderhearted way about this battle between zombies and vampires. And they were going on to say, that vampires are always rich and zombies are mindless. And the more I got to thinking about it, the more it reminded me, no joke, of when I was building my website and how my website became a vampire website and I became a zombie entrepreneur. So I'm glad you're here and I'd love your thoughts, or you can tap the screen and give me some hearts if you've ever felt that way too. Like your business, specifically your website, was like sucking the life out of you. And that's why I've dubbed it the vampire website. So I wanted to share a couple of quick tips to help you not have to deal with a vampire website and why it makes you a zombie entrepreneur when you have a vampire website. So the zombie entrepreneur part means that you suddenly find yourself staying up past midnight to work on things on your website. You're constantly tweaking something. You're no longer able to really think for yourself. You're starting to peek around and look at other websites to get inspiration. And suddenly you start becoming more and more like everything else that you see. And you're a zombie because you can no longer think for yourself, and you're so exhausted and you're so tired and you're so frustrated that you have become a zombie entrepreneur. It's like you're the Walking Dead when you're building your website if you've created a vampire website. So 3 signs you've got a vampire website. You ready? Okay. Sign number 1, your website is taking over your life. So you're not launching anything, you're not creating anything, you're not doing anything, but you're constantly working on your website. That's sign number 1, that you've got a vampire website. Sign number 2, it's sucking your cash away to the never, never land. So you're investing all this money in plugins and hosting and in courses and different things to get your website, and it's costing you more money than you're bringing in because you haven't got a website yet. You've just got a vampire website. And then the third way that you know if you've got a vampire website is if you've had your URL for longer than 3 months and you are extremely passionate about the domain name you have and there's no launched website. So those 3 things are 3 signs that you have got a vampire website on your hands. So signs that you're a zombie entrepreneur, because this is super important. I know I've been there. I've been exhausted, tired, flat out, wore out, and just like a lump of ick. So signs that you become a zombie entrepreneur. You have to ask everybody and their mother for feedback on your colors and website fonts. Nothing is more irritating to me than to see someone say, hey, I've picked out these 3 color palettes. Which one do you think is the best for my website? And not even me as the web designer. I'm just saying on random Facebook posts, asking for other people to tell you what color palette you should be using. I know there are some schools of thought that think that that's a way to increase engagement on your Facebook page. I get it. You want to have conversations with people. That's so cool. But when you ask people to give their input on the colors and fonts on your website, that has nothing to do with your business. It has probably not even a person that's going to ever buy anything from you. So you have to trust yourself on those decisions sometimes and just go with your gut. Otherwise, you're going to become a zombie. You're going to start asking for people to give you advice that really shouldn't be giving you advice because it's stuff you should be taking care of. The second way you know that you're becoming a zombie entrepreneur, you ready? Tons of hours spent without any actual deliverable anything. So if you have a goal of spending 10 hours to do your first opt-in, and that's way too long for a first opt-in, but let's say you've got this goal of 10 hours on your first opt-in, and you're creating this opt-in, and 20, 30, 40 hours has gone by, and you still don't have it, you're becoming a zombie. You're a slave to the vampire website. And then the third and final way that you are going to know if you're becoming a zombie entrepreneur, especially because you've got a vampire website, you're up, it's after midnight, and you screw something up on your website so bad that you hit the white screen of death, but you don't have time to fix it because you have to go to work the next morning. So there you have it. 3 signs that you've got a vampire website on your hands, and 3 signs that you have become a zombie entrepreneur. So I hope that this was helpful for you today. I'm guessing I have a lot of on the web viewers, but anyway, if you would like my help so that you don't have to go around and search for fonts and colors and ask around to all your Facebook friends, you can visit me at bit.ly/brand frosting. I've got some really easy tips and tricks and ways for you to get colors, fonts, and images for your website in no time flat. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.